Okay, in this video, we will be taking a look at solving system of equations using the substitution method, and I'll also show you how to do it on our NSpire calculators in the classroom. All right, so let's just take a look at this first example. Solve the system, it says, by substitution. So you have an equation that says negative 5y equals x, and then you have another equation that says 3x plus 9y equals 24. Okay, so both of these equations are using x and y. And what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to substitute this value of negative 5y down here for x, because it tells us that in this system of equation, x is equal to negative 5y. So that's not a numerical value, but we could replace this x with negative 5y. And I'll show you why we will do that. But let's go ahead and do that. So on this equation now, we would write 3 and then times the x value. Well, that's where we're going to replace the x value with negative 5y. Okay, then we're going to finish out this equation. It says plus 9y equals 24. Well, what you can see here is that this equation now only has a variable of y. So if we'll do our multiplication and then combine the like terms, we will be able to solve for y. All right, so let's go ahead and do this multiplication. What we have here is we have to multiply 3 times negative 5y, which is negative 15y. And then the rest of the equation is plus 9y equals 24. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine these like terms, negative 15 and 9. All right, that's negative 6y equals 24. Well, at this point, to finish solving this equation, the variable y is being multiplied by negative 6. The inverse or opposite of multiplying by negative 6 is to divide by negative 6. The reason we did that is because on the left side, negative 6 divided by negative 6 is y, and we now know that y is equal to, on the right side, 24 divided by negative 6 is negative 4. So now we know the value of y is negative 4. So in our solution, our x and y value is our solution. Well, we know the y value now is negative 4. What we can do then is take the y value of negative 4 and plug it into this other equation that tells us that the x is equal to negative 5 times the y value. Well, we know what the y value is. It's negative 4. So let's go ahead and work that equation out. It's going to be negative 5 times the y value equals x. We're going to plug in the y value of negative 4. And negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. And that's what x equals. So in our solution is going to be 20, negative 4. All right, so let's take a look at this word problem here to look at how we can set up a system of equations. This says that Scarlett has set up a lemonade stand outside her house and sells small cups and large cups of lemonade. So we have a couple variables there, small cups and large cups. All right. Now each small cup holds 10 ounces of lemonade and each large cup holds 20 ounces of lemonade. Scarlett sold 70 cups of lemonade, some of them small, some of them large, totaling 1,000 ounces. Determine the number of small cups sold and the number of large cups sold. Okay, so first thing we need to do is set up our system of equations. And the first thing we know is that she's selling small and large cups and they add up to 70. Okay, so our system of equations, we're going to have some small cups and some large cups, and it's going to equal a total of 70. Now, we also know that when you added all those ounces up, it adds up to 1,000. So we need to apply the 10 ounces per small and the 20 ounces per large, and add that equal to 1,000. So in this example, then, we would say 20 per small cup. No, actually, that's 10. So it would be 10 per small cup. So 10 per small cup plus the 20 for the large cup, and that all equaled 1,000. Okay, so now you have your system of equations that we can enter into the calculator, and I want to show you how that works. In order to show you how to set this up on the calculator, I'm going to need to show you a series of screens. But first things first, you need to go clear your calculator, home one, no, and then add the calculator screen, okay? And then on the screen that looks like this, you're going to press the menu button, okay? When you press the menu button, you're going to see these options. And the option that we want to select is 3 for algebra, okay? So again, highlight the 3. Then when you select 3, you're going to get these options: numeric solve, solve system of linear equations, and the polynomial tools. But we're going to select 2 for solve system of linear equations. All right, and then when you press that, you're going to see this screen. Now we are working with 2 equations, so we're going to make sure that says 2. Then we're going to arrow down, and our variables are x and y. Now if we want to change our variables to like S and L for small and large cups, we can do that. Just highlight this portion, delete it, and then just press the S, comma, L, all right? And then again, you'll see, so that's what this looks like. I've changed it to S, the S and L, all right? Still 2 equations. And then after you press that S and L, you just hit enter, and you're gonna see this screen, okay? This gives you 2 options here. The first box up here, you're going to put the first equation, or one of the equations. It doesn't matter the order. And then you're going to put the second equation in the bottom. And then just be sure your variables here match the variables that you have in your equations up there. So here is an example of the one we're working on. Notice I did it in a little bit different order. But we had 10 ounces per small cup plus 20 ounces in the large cup equals a total of 1,000 ounces, and then we had small cups plus large cups equals 70. Once you enter all that, and then just press enter, you'll see that the calculator is going to give you an X and Y solution here of 40 and 30, okay? And just be sure you know what you called your S, or if you set it up as S and L, you'll see the first number is the S, so that's the small cups, and then the large cups. If you use X and Y, just be sure you pay attention, okay? So that's how you use the NSpire calculators to solve system of equations.